Hello, everybody. It's Jazzy of Video Store Sasquatch here, and we are doing another Throwback Thursday. Um, Instead of news at the end, though, I got a couple documentaries that I was gonna docuseries to talk about. So we're gonna do we're gonna end the 14 days of presidential movies before the inauguration day. Talk a little bit about the box office, and then we'll hit the documentaries. So Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Watch Parkland, directed by Peter Landsman, starring Zac Efron, Tom Welling, Billy Bob Thornton, Paul Giamatti. A recording of the chaotic events that occurred at Dallas Parkland Memorial Hospital on the day President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. This movie is pretty good. It's in the vein of Crash. Really, Bobby, the next one we're going to talk about here, came out before this one, but since logistically, this is how it came in order. It would have been Kennedy, and then Bobby. I did Kennedy first. So basically, it's basically it's after he was shot. What happened at the hospital? I didn't ever realize there was like a crazy fight over his body because Dallas wanted to say that he was murdered in Dallas and wanted to do it, and then the CIA, Secret Service, obviously, were going to take him back to Washington. So there's a little fight there. Some more notable, besides people that were in it, just to prove how these movies are just big movies. A lot of people in them. Marcia Gay Harden, Ron Livingston, David Harbour, Mark Duplass from The League, Colin Hanks. So many more people are in this movie. Um, what are we? 8 out of 8. This is a 7 out of 8. Very intense. It's different from the other movies that we watched. Sad. A lot of stuff going on in it. A lot of different people in it, but it was definitely worth a watch. That is actually the first time I watched Parkland, but that was Parkland, directed by Peter Landsman. But this next one, Bobby, directed by Emilio Estevez, starring Anthony Hopkins, Demi Moore, Sharon Stone, and Nick Cannon. The destinies of 22 people of different races, sexes, beliefs, and social classes are intertwined on a night that politician Robert F. Kennedy is assassinated. Just we're talking about a list of people here, and I'm just naming so many of them. This is 10 of them here. Emilio Estevez, Lawrence Fishburne, Heather Graham, Helen Hunt, Joshua Jackson, Ashton Kutcher, Shiloh Bluff, William H. Macy, Christian Slater, Elijah Wood. Just so many more guys are in this movie. Just girls and famous people and Oscar winners and Gold Globe winners, and they all came together for this movie. It's very different. This one definitely I had already seen. I knew how good it was. I always want to talk about it if I ever did something like this. I finally found a way to. I never realized it was directed by Emilio Estevez. This is one of the best directed, best written, one of the best movies you'll ever watch, especially about a political drama, about a real life story. Very good. So many people doing so many different things, so many lives intertwined and just ruined and shattered and everything all at once with this tragedy here, with assassination. And that was Bobby. And the best thing about all that happened, and then they're able to capture it onto the small screen or big screen or whatever you want to call it, and make just a great story movie that's comprehensible, that's amazing, it's told. We finally see the end, and we see what everything was gathering to. Um, so very good, Bobby, directed by Emilio Estevez, and now we're on to Saturday, The Conspirator. This is day 13. Saturday, not The Conspirator. Saturday is The Game Change, directed by Jay Roach, starring Ed Harris, Julianne Moore, Woody Harrelson, Sarah Paulson. Governor Sarah Palin of Alaska becomes Senator John McCain's running mate in the 2008 presidential election. To be fair to this movie and to be fair to the people that are involved with this movie, especially knowing some of the stuff we know about Palin and some of the stuff we know about the other people that were involved, is this movie doesn't really bury her like you would expect a movie like this to bury Sarah Palin, especially coming out of Hollywood. But they pretty much all around call her stupid in the movie and different in different ways. Um, So the cooler thing about this too is they do like real debates. They show real life stuff. They get the real life people involved, and then show her as Sarah Palin. A lot of intermixing here. The story is good. I mean, it's crazy to think about how this woman almost became vice president, and it's not even really sure if she was clearly qualified to be the governor of Alaska, let alone the vice president. But um, it just shows you like different story from this than you'd probably notice. And it's crazy that Tina Fey even pops up in it. So, or in, with the SNL skits because she looks so much like her, you don't even realize it. Just really, they did a really good job. And that was Game Change, directed by Jay Roach. And then our final movie here, kind of weaked out. I'm not gonna lie, but I've never seen it. Saw it on Prime and it looked interesting. It was directed by the right guy. So Sunday, um, January 19th, is Conspirator, directed by Robert Redford, starring Robin Wright, James McAvoy, Tom Wilkinson, Kevin Kline, Mary Surratt is a lone female charged as a co-conspirator in the assassination trial of Abraham Lincoln as the whole nation turns against her. She is forced to rely on a reluctant lawyer to uncover the truth and save her life. Um, really a lot of talking, a lot of acting. I should have expected it from like, or what you'd expect from probably Robert Redford directing it, considering his acting career. Um, a lot of accusatory stuff, a lot of like drama, a lot of craziness. Robin Wright's awesome in it. Some other notables in this is Evan Rachel Wood, Justin Long, Stephen Root, Norman Reedus plays a spot in this. I don't know. I'd give it a. This is the weakest movie of all of them. This would be the last place movie. It's unfortunate. Just probably should have went with a different movie. There's a lot of more different things we could have did. I kind of held off on Independence Day, so that was my fault. But that's where we ended up here. That was The Conspirator, directed by Robert Redford. Not really much to say about it. Box office for the 17th through the 19th. Mufasa actually won. Actually, I saw on a couple of sites that they have one of them days is winning it. So, and it's close on the numbers here, but this one it's Mufasa, the Lion King, 11.7 million total, $209.8 million total. That's crazy. This is crazy that it's even number one still, even though it kind of lost out its luster. And it had two pretty decent movies. Um, well, two pretty decently publicized movies, I should say, because Wolfman sucked. But one of them days, 11.6, 14.2 million, according right around the recording or when I recorded the thing. I'll probably be a little bit more when I add on the number here. And then Wolfman had 10.9 million, total 12.5. I would have probably, I think 10 million is about right, honestly. I think when I'm like judging some of these, I'm thinking double the numbers for some reason. Some of them should be, but I mean, that movie was very garbage, and I bet that as soon as people started seeing it, and that just didn't get the word of mouth turned around, it just never went back. Wish I would have went and saw one of them days. Just what happens. So there's two docu series I was into lately. I watched and found one of them was the Jerry Springer one on Netflix. It's good. It just came out. It's number one on Netflix, I think. Some crazy behind the scenes stories, stuff with that, with the producers and the editors and the directors and stuff like this. And I think Jerry Springer has been since passed away since all that, but all the other people involved and how they were trying to beat Oprah. Very good. I definitely say it, check it out. And I found this one on Chucky. Um, it's the same people that did the Nightmares and um, Friday the 13th. I think even Halloween. I'm not positive. Halloween was a separate thing or on a different documentary like that Red, White, and Blue or whatever. But it's all those same people. And it's just encompassing story of Chucky from the very start of it to the very end of it. It's 5 hours long. I kind of broke it into like an hour a day, pretty much a movie a day of what they were talking about. But it was very cool to see like where the puppeteers came from, where the puppeteers ended up, who ended up being like involved with the original movies, and where they ended up, and who ended up being involved later on. Stuff like this is very interesting. It's cool to see some of the old actors and stuff like that. So those are two really good documentaries that I watched, or docu-series. I consider them a docu-series. They just didn't cut it up on Shudder. And one was on Netflix, like I said, the other one was on Shudder. Two completely different stories, but it's cool to kind of watch some of these stuff on the entertainment industry to just kind of see where they were. But yeah, I just thought I'd talk about those real quick 'cause I did watch them. I don't watch. I mean, I do watch a lot of the kind of docu-series, kind of more true crime stuff, but when I do catch a couple good ones, I try and talk about them here on this ending here. Um, since like I don't want to do casting news and stuff like this, I don't really want to do like public news and like like rumor stuff and like so like you only kind of get it kind of slowly and every now and then of what's getting casted, what's being made. So when that stuff pops up, that's why I like to do this. But other than that, it's kind of hard to fill in this last kind of portion of it. That's why it's kind of a WWE, which you guys 3 weeks in a row straight bomb products on Raw. 3 hour SmackDowns now moved on to USA. I mean, to be fair, when it was on Fox and it was 2 hours, it was fast paced, it was quick. They definitely had another hour into the programming, and so they added on there. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be real fucking hot because like the tribe's done. You know what I mean? So now we get to kind of break away from those matchups. We're gonna get all new matchups, all new different people. We got John Cena coming back for his last year. We have CM Punk here, the Royal Rumble. Let's hope that health and everything for these guys get through. We got Drew McIntyre on firing on cylinders, Kobe, or Seth Rollins, all these people. So that's where we are there. And the other thing is, and then we got Roman Reigns, Sokoa, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, all on the other show. We got all these intertwining matchups that we can get. So it's getting that time of year, and it's getting that WrestleMania time of year too. The Royal Rumble's popping up. We have everyone telling us about the Royal Rumble and how they're going to be in it. So if you're not checking it out, check it out. It's a different product than it has been for a long time, and it's very good right now. Very good story. It has pretty much everything for everybody um, that used to like the product, that whatever. So for sure, that's all we're going to talk about here today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please have a good rest of your day or night, and please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comments section. And see you next time in the cave.